Kurumjari. Dear learners, warm greetings to you all. I am Amom Nandaraj Meetei, your Manipuri language instructor. In our first lesson, we learn about the primary letters known as Mayek. As we continue our exploration of the Meetei Mayek script, today's second lesson introduces one of its most interesting and beautiful features, the lonesome EX. Lonesome EX are a unique feature of Meetei Mayek. They represent unreleased or partially released consonant sounds and appear only at the end of a syllable. This may feel new at first, but don't worry, Meetei Mayek has its own special way of handling sounds, and it will become clear as we go along. Kok lonesome, lai lonesome, mit lonesome, pa lonesome, na lonesome, tin lonesome, ngô lonesome. These letters appear only at the end of a syllable and represent unreleased or partially released consonant sounds. Dear learners, before we look at how words are formed in Meetei Mayek, it is important to understand the role of lonesome EX, which appear at the end of a syllable and give words their complete sound. By the end of this lesson, learners, you will be able to identify the lonesome EX in the Meetei Mayek script, understand their function as unreleased or partially released consonants, recognize their position at the end of a syllable. Let's now move on to a detailed study of each lonesome EX one by one. The first lonesome EX is kok lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter kok of the Mapum Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound K when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: kok, meaning hat. Kok plus owner plus kok lonesome, that is kok, meaning hat. Chak, sil plus atap plus kok lonesome, that is chak, meaning rice. Thabak, thau plus ba plus kok lonesome, that is thabak, meaning work. In all these examples, kok lonesome marks the final unreleased k sound of the syllable. You will also observe how secondary symbols called saitap or matras function in word formation. For instance, onaf is used in kok and atap is used in chak to indicate the vowel sounds. The second lonesome EX is lai lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter lai of the Mapum Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound la when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: lol, lai plus otna plus lai lonesome, that is lol, meaning language. Pukchel, P plus una plus kok lonesome plus sil plus yena plus lai lonesome, that is pukchel, meaning mine. Nakal, na plus atap plus kok plus lai lonesome, that is nakal, meaning side. In all these examples, lai lonesome marks the final unreleased l sound of the syllable. Also observe how the secondary symbol unaf and the yetnaf are used in puksel. to indicate the vowel sounds. The third lonesome EX is mid lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter mid of the Mapum Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound ma when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: Sakum, Chil plus Atap plus Kok lonesome plus Khâu plus Unap plus mid lonesome, that is Sakum, meaning kitchen. Thauram, Thau plus Saunap plus Rai plus mid lonesome, that is Thauram, meaning program. Mapham, mid plus Pham plus mid lonesome, that is Mapham, meaning place. In all these examples, mid lonesome marks the final unreleased ma sound of the syllable. Also observe how the secondary symbols Saunap is used in Thauram to indicate the vowel sound. The fourth lonesome EX is pa lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter pa of the Mapum Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound pa when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: Mito, mid plus inap plus til plus onap plus pa lonesome, that is mito, meaning outsider. Maru, mid plus rai plus unap plus pa lonesome, that is maru, meaning friend. Warep, y plus atap plus rai plus yenap plus pa lonesome, that is warep, meaning decision. In all these examples, pa lonesome marks the final unreleased pa sound of the syllable. Also observe how the secondary symbols enough is used in Mitov to indicate the vowel sounds. The fifth lonesome EX is na lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter na of the Mapum Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound na when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: Sinban, sil plus inap plus na lonesome plus ba plus ata plus na lonesome, that is Sinban, meaning live. Isan, e plus sil plus na lonesome, that is Isan, meaning my younger sister. Ahan Laman, Atia plus hook plus na lonesome. Lai plus mate plus na lonesome, that is Ahan Laman, meaning elderly people or parents. In all these examples, na lonesome marks the final unreleased na sound of the syllable. Interestingly, the lonesome na occurs twice in the word Sinban. Live. This word has two syllables and its syllable ends with the na lonesome. The same pattern can also be seen in the compound word ahan laman, meaning elderly people or parents. The sixth lonesome EX is til lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter til of the Mapum Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound ta when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: Numit, na plus unap plus mit plus inap plus til lonesome. That is numit, meaning day or sun. Part, pa plus ata plus til lonesome, that is part, meaning leg. Wakat, y plus ata plus kok plus til lonesome, that is wakat, meaning complain. In all these examples, till lonesome marks the fine and annihilates the sound of the syllable. The seventh lonesome yak is ngo. Lonesome. It is derived from the primary letter ngo of the Mayek group and corresponds to the English sound ng, when it occurs at the final position of a syllable. Examples: chepong, chill plus yenap plus pham plus otnap plus ngâu lonesome, that is chepong, meaning journal or magazine.
Next, imung manung. E plus meet plus unap plus ngâu lonesome. Imung. Meet plus na plus unap plus ngâu lonesome manung. That is imung manung, meaning family.
Thong, thau plus otnap plus ngâu lonesome, that is thong, meaning door. In all these examples, ngâu lonesome marks the final unreleased ng sound of the syllable. Their learners, interestingly, among the three primary vowels, un for u, e for e, and atia for a, the vowels un and e show a special behavior in Manipuri. Unlike atia, these two vowels can occur at the end of a syllable after a secondary symbol, matra or saita. They may also appear at the beginning of a word. For example, the word e can occur both initially and finally. Iroi, meaning buffalo. Mai, meaning face. Ima, meaning mother. Imai, meaning water surface. Similarly, the vowel u can also occur in both positions. Upal, meaning tree. Pau, meaning news. Uzao, meaning big tree. To begin with, we examine the reasons why e and u may be treated as lonesome yak. The vowels un and e are treated like lonesome yak, because they can occur syllable finally without an inherent vowel sound. In this position, they function similarly to unreleased consonants, even though they are vowels. In other words, when un and e appear at the end of a syllable, they behave like fine and check sounds, just as lonesome yaks do. This behavior is independent of whether the sound is released or unreleased, and it is based on their phonetic and syllabic role rather than their vowel quality. Thus, despite being primary vowels, e and un are classified as lonesome yak because of their special syllable phoneme function in Manipuri phonology. Their learners, however, if lonesome yak is defined strictly on the basis of the non-released status of sounds, it is more appropriate to restrict the category of lonesome yak to consonants alone, since vowels do not exhibit release or non-release in the same phonetic sense as consonants. Including vowel letters under lonesome yak creates a conceptual inconsistency. Therefore, from a phonetic and definitional standpoint, only consonant and forms should be considered through lonesome yak. Thus, for clarity and consistency, lonesome yak is better understood as a category of consonant letters only. Dear learners, here is an important note to help you better understand the script. Some EPEX do not have corresponding lonesome form. In such cases, the EPEX itself appears at the syllable finite position without any change in itself. These letters function as finite consonants even though they do not take a lonesome form. Let's look at some examples. Bus, meaning the vehicle bus. Jug, meaning the utensil jug. Boar, meaning bridegroom. Chamas, meaning spoon. Lakh, meaning the number lakh, 100,000. Learning these exceptions helps you read and write Meetei Mayek more smoothly and naturally. Keep observing patterns. Your understanding of the script is growing step by step. Today, you learn the 7 lonesome EX, how they relate to their corresponding EPEX, and how they function at the end of the syllables. This is an important step in building confidence in reading and spelling Meetei Mayek. You also gain an initial understanding of how the vowels E and UN can behave like lonesome EX, and how some secondary symbols are used in word formation. We will explore secondary symbols and other punctuation marks in the next class. Every new letter you learn deepens your connection with the language, culture, and identity of Manipur. Keep practicing, keep reading, and trust yourself. You are doing wonderfully. I look forward to meeting you again in the next lesson. Thagachari.